Hello guys, welcome to HRL Season 5. We're at round number 15 now. This is going to be Floodline SX Heat number 1. Floodline is a bit of a, you've seen other remakes throughout the past couple seasons. This one's a bit of a really retro remake though. This track's all the way back from Halo Reach, so really classic track. I'm trying to think, I'm not sure if any of our other Reach tracks have made it into the schedule, but here we go, green flag. Yeah, off the top of my head, I think it's mostly Halo 4. I don't think there's been any Reach SXs. That's interesting. So this might be the first Reach SX to make its way into the schedule here. Pretty cheesy start, as you guys saw there. Little inside ramming coming from the inside. That's always expected. These heat race starts tend to be a little less clean than the moto starts or even the semi start for that matter. The heat race, nobody has any real practice doing a gate unless they were just screwing around doing it in practice, which I'm not sure if these guys were. So usually the heat starts are a little more scrappy, and that looks like it was the case here. Pole sitter for this one was Detail. Second place in qualifying was Fireball, and third place in qualifying was actually Turkey. So Turkey looking to continue his solid spree pig crashes right there in the new rhythm section. But yeah, Turkey looking to continue his good Supercross performance that he's been having recently. Hoping to keep that up. Should be a fun one. Should be a fun one. I think that we'll be able to see Turkey compete in this one for a top spot. It's going to be all about the start for him. I think if he gets a good start like he did at Dalium, then possibly he could contend for a win here. And in fact, in this heat race, he had a pretty decent start. I believe he is in second right now. It's a close battle we're watching here. That's Detail and Luke in the back. Trying to figure out who we have in the middle there. Oh, his armor looks different. I forgot. That's definitely Elite in front of Detail right there. I forgot that his armor got cheesed essentially. Classic theater doing that stuff. Looks like he's going to get overtaken by Detail right there. Elite just had a rough landing and they weren't wasting any time with that. And I was wrong. Turkey's actually not in second. Turkey's in third right now. It's Justice up in second place and Opix with the lead right now. Turkey, bit of a rough run through the rhythm section. Detail also a rough run, and then Luke just sort of piggybacked off of that. That rhythm section, man, took these guys quite a bit to figure that out. A lot of these drivers not very consistent on it. You can definitely tell on this track the difference between people that practiced and people that didn't. It's quite large. It's quite large. So heat races, semis, even in the motos. That was a really clever move out of Detail right there, by the way, moving to the outside split on the table to avoid the casing right there. It's a nice little strategy that I'm sure that most of these drivers don't necessarily realize, but yeah, I guess if you're in risk of casing that inside split section, you can just jump over to the left, land on that tabletop, and you'll be able to keep going. It still won't be maximum speed, but definitely better than wrecking. It's like Turkey trying to make a move on Justice here. We're at 3 laps to go in this heat. That's going to get really crazy right there. Detail getting involved in the action. This is a tight 3-way battle. It looks like Turkey has overtaken Justice. So now it's Detail right behind Justice as well, and Turkey's trying to get by and just get some spots, get some extra spots here. If he can get up to Opix, he can get that first place heat win, and that would be huge for those gate spots, which is definitely what Turkey's going to be hunting down. Detail got cheesed earlier in that section. That's going to put Luke up to 4th. Now his turn to try to battle by Justice. Seems like everybody's taking turns trying to get by Justice in this heat right here. Sorry, I was just distracted. But have any of you guys ever seen the video? A little cheese wreck right there. Have any of you guys ever seen the video about how ads are fit to your searches and stuff like that? Even though I'm aware of that, stuff still creeps me out, man. It still creeps me out. I was looking at some, I'm still working on that Cyber Monday, Black Friday shopping. I was looking at something on the side of my screen, and an ad popped up for something I recently ordered. So yeah, that's pretty cool. The spying action. It's pretty dope. Anyways, it looks like Detail trying to work his way by Justice yet again. Getting closer and closer. Remember, there is 2 laps to go, so not that much time left in this heat. Getting pretty close here. I think there could be a move on this corner. Justice getting too defensive, too panicky, I would almost say. Hits the pole there, and eventually he's going to lose that spot to Detail. He also cases as well. Turkey is definitely caught up to Opix quite a bit. Actually, Turkey's really close to Opix, so we'll definitely get an update on that in just a second, because it's getting pretty close. It's getting pretty close. Whoa, Opix going down on the white flag, and he goes back into the way and knocks Turkey Shot, but Turkey Shot still will end up with the lead there until he cases the jump afterwards, which is going to put Opix right back into it. That is insane. Honestly, by the way, the heat races in these in this Floodline event, pretty fire, pretty fire. But here we go. This is going to be an insane final lap battle. We have Turkey right behind Opix now, fitting to battle with him. We have Detail not that close behind. If Turkey makes a risky move here and screws them both, Detail could easily take advantage of this. So it's going to be an interesting situation. Looks like Turkey does have a run on the inside. Cases that jump. For some reason I see a lot of people casing that jump. I personally never had problems with it, but cases it, and that's probably going to ruin his chance unless Opix chokes super hard here. And yeah, Opix not the greatest run, but at the same time, not too hard of a choke either. So it looks like Opix will be able to hold on to the heat win here. Turkey right behind him, Detail right behind him, and Luke right behind Detail as well. So that was really tight right there. A lot of people super close up on each other on that finish. It was a pretty good finish, pretty good heat race, to be honest, to get us warmed up to this track. Like I said, Floodline SX, this is a pretty close remake. Next video I'll go over some of the changes. I figured it'd be good to discuss something like that in the heat video. But yeah, results on screen. Top 4 go to the semi. See you guys there.